Quick question for you. Which famous face is the missing link between these four things? A camper van, Henry VIII, Liza Minnelli, and some burning wood. Is that Liza Minnelli?
It is, yes. John Barrowman would know that.
Barrowman.
Joan Barrowman's here, yeah. More on all those weird and wonderful connections, because they are all connected by him. We'll find out after this break. This morning, Torchwood star John Barrowman is here. He was watching very hard all the weather forecast released this morning because he's doing some outdoor dates, so he needs it to be dry. I'm going to talk to him about those in just a moment. There's anything our next guest can't do. He's an actor, presenter, singer. He does everything, even bell ringing, would you believe? We'll find out all about that in a moment.
Hi, John Barrowman.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And you're back?
Yes.
On tour, kind of, or some outside dates, anyway.
Yeah, I'm doing 4 outside dates, starting tomorrow night in Scarborough, then I head to Glasgow, then I do Blackpool, and then I finish off on Sunday night at Hampton Court Palace. And I am watching the weather forecast because apparently it's supposed to rain every night.
But come rain or shine, you'll be there.
I'll be there. If it's raining, I will still be singing.
Are you going to change your numbers?
No, not at all. I might wear an anorak while I'm, Actually, I'll probably be dry, but I've told my band that they need to be prepared that if the wind, because I have done an outdoor concert before where the wind has blown the rain on stage, and that's when it gets worrying because we're amongst all the electrical stuff.
That is because Elton John's performance, that was cut short by
apparently the police came on because I'm in Blackpool and they came and said that he had to cancel because of the wind front and the rain that was moving in, and there was 11,000 people there and they had to get them out for safety and health and safety reasons. So, well, unless the police stop it, I will be singing, so don't worry, come and see it.
Okay.
And we know from the River Pageant as part of the Diamond Jubilee that rain doesn't dampen your spirits.
No, it doesn't.
Keep you down.
I had an absolutely glorious day that day, and it was one of the, I have to say, one of the highlights thus far of anything that I've done to be part of one of the biggest events in the history of the UK, okay. Because it will never happen again in our lifetime.
Well, you can relive a little bit of it.
Well, really?
Look at this, Vita.
Going under the first bridge. It's really emotional to look behind us and see all of these boats. It's absolutely incredible. It's just amazing. Unbelievable.
Oh, bless you.
It was because, I thought about it because my mom and dad were also watching in the States on BBC America, but also I knew the entire nation was watching. It was something that was so special, and really, when you did look back, we were the first boat, and when you looked back and saw the Queen's barge and all the rest of the boats behind it was so overwhelming, and everybody on the sides and the banks of the Thames, there were millions of people out. So we kept ringing the bell, even once we'd stopped at people had stopped at Tower Gate. We decided to ring all the way back to the O2 where we docked because there were people out on the river all the way down. I was drenched and I was soaked and I was freezing cold, but I loved every minute of it.
How come you were bell ringing on the barge?
I don't know. It's called campanology, but
okay.
Who knows? But I did learn and go to Dick and Love, who is one of the main ringers, and he taught me how to ring. I did get to ring during the pageant itself, but unfortunately, most of the people didn't get to see because there was so much other stuff happening. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it.
Just quickly, before you go, we've got to go from campanology to camper van.
Yes.
Because you've got quite a famous camper van that you've decided to sell.
I do. Barry Vanilow. I've decided that Barry Vanilow, my van that I travel around in when I am doing my big tour, which I'll be doing another one next year, it's time to move on to something different. But that van, I've driven it all over the south of France, down through Spain. It's an amazing van, and if you're lucky one day, Ken, I'll give you a ride in it.
Will you give me a ride in it?
Of course I will.
I've always
Not you're going to sell it.
Well, no, but if I don't sell it, I'll still have it.
Right.
It depends if somebody buys it or not.
Are you trying to make a sale, aren't you? You're going to
No, listen, I'm not doing that at all. You brought it up, I didn't, but you can look at it on eBay.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, John.
Let's
Thank you,
check
guys.
on that weather for your performances. Here's Lucy.